I will call you out. You are a little bit too obsessed over a worm. Doesn't matter if they're a woman, doesn't matter if they're a guy. I feel like you are a little too obsessed, right? But how exactly are we gonna flip the roles? How exactly are we going to flip it? By putting yourself in your fucking pedestal. They want to play stupid games. You play them at their stupid games because they're not that smart, right? So the roles are changing. Focus on yourself, give yourself that emotional availability, and watch them crawl back. Take control over the situation, become everything they desire, and see how they're never, ever going to be able to have a piece of your pastel ever again. Let's dive in. What exactly can you do for their asses to chase you? I'm being for real. What can you do for the asses to chase you? As simple as that. You guys know Cat's Eye? I like Cat's Eye. There's a song called Game Boy. And it goes, we're different. Unlike you, I dislike the drama because you're just a Game Boy. And I'm honestly just not trying to keep playing with you. I'm honestly not trying to keep playing with you. And I feel like that's the energy that you are on with the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords reverse. If you're gonna deem me an asshole, if you're gonna deem me a bitch, then I'm gonna make sure to put boundaries so fucking high up so you realize to yourself that you're not fucking special. So you realize to yourself that there's nothing good about you. I was the one that was making you special. I was the one pushing you to do better for yourself. Okay? Because I feel like after your breakup, they kind of got into the mindset of like, oh, I had to break up with them, or we had to end things, or we had to go our separate ways. Right? You guys can definitely still be together. It's not, I don't fully feel like it's a separation reading. The reason being it's because the Ten of Swords does signify we still have that lingering pain, and we're not being able to communicate with somebody specifically how we feel and how we can change the outcome with the Magician reverse. Right? So you guys can still be together, you guys can still be in separation. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how the video resonates. Like I'm telling you, there's this underlying energy of like, what do you want me to do? Like exactly what the fuck do you want me to do? Like you're making it really, really, really impossible for me to see you as a fucking mature individual. As simple as that. And I feel like that energy is being pushed out very, very heavily. Like you're like really in your mind about like you're making it really hard for me to see you as a fucking grown woman or as a fucking grown man. I see you as literally an immature thing because I don't know what the fuck you are, right? You act like an adult sometimes, but then you act like a fucking baby half of the time, right? So you're definitely in this energy of not even knowing what to do with this person. Like you're realizing that you want to break free from the dissatisfaction they have caused you, right? And I feel like they know that. I feel like I specifically want you to acknowledge that, and I specifically kind of want you to grasp onto the fact that they know that you're out of their league. They know that you're out of their league, right? You guys know what negging is. If you're a woman, you definitely know what negging is. If you're not, negging is when a guy or a person tries to purposely bring you down, right? Like they would make these comments that will stab you only to like lower your self-esteem. So they know that you're way too much man, you're way too much woman for them, right? So I specifically want you to acknowledge this part, what I said in the beginning. You want them to chase you. How can you regain control in this situation for them to know that you're not going to put up with their shit, right? And that's specifically what relationships are. They have to come to the realization that they're an option. As simple as that. They have to realize that they're an option. And how exactly are you going to do that? You're going to do that by bringing balance into yourself and focusing on yourself, meaning that they're no longer important. And it doesn't matter if you guys are together, it doesn't matter if you guys are in separation. You have to acknowledge and you have to know that the one in the power, and you have to rewire your brain to know the one in the power here is you, not them. Okay, so if you want them to chase you, if you want them to come back, if you want them to put you like, if you want them to put you in a pedestal, you have to be in your pedestal first. They have to realize that you're not going to reopen a cycle that's going to make you feel worthless. And this goes for friendships, this goes for situations. The more you chase something, the more it runs away from you. And I'm telling you, the Seven of Swords reverse and the Chariot right here, it shows that you're going to take control of this situation in such a sneaky fucking way. If they want to fucking lie, if they want to be manipulators, because these two cards signify manipulation, right? I just didn't want to bring it up because my collective is dealing with a shit ton of immature people. Like, that's one thing that I do feel. And like, if they want to play this stupid game, you play this stupid game. You want to play a stupid game, you're gonna win stupid fucking prizes. I will tell you that, and I'll fucking play you like a fucking fiddle, right? And that's coming out very strongly right here. How are you gonna take control of the situation? You have to realize that with the Page of Wands, there's really nothing interesting about them. The only thing that really makes them interesting is the thoughts and the energy that you feed them with the Magician and the Four of Swords reverse and the Page of Wands. Your mind is basically being asked, or you're being asked to basically put yourself in a state of freedom, put yourself in a state of you're not really expecting anything from them. You don't really want anything from them. They no longer turn you on. Rewire that in your brain. You no longer turn me on. As simple as that. You no longer make me feel good. Your thoughts make me feel good. And that's how you turn the wheel in your favor. You have to rewire your brain to realize that you're the only one controlling your reality. You're the only one working in your reality. And you have to turn the wheel in your favor. By not chasing, by slowly and surely attracting, healing, and putting yourself in this phase of being in control, being uninterested, and letting their thoughts flow. Right? Because I feel like you're over here really trying to control their thoughts. And that's not something healthy. I feel like some of you guys could be trying to manifest them, but like putting them in a perspective of like, let me see if I can become their thoughts. Don't do that shit. That shit is stupid. That shit would just waste your time. I honestly hate TikTok manifestors because they give out the most shittiest manifesting advice on TikTok, and it's not good. It would just make you more obsessed with the fucking person. You cannot fucking tell me that the cards don't listen to me. I said it. They make you obsessed with the person if you use these shitty TikTok techniques. Look one come. Oh, let me cover up. Look what comes up. The devil signifies obsession in tarot. So how do we get them obsessed to you? How do we do that? We do that by putting yourself in your power, and you stop feeding them that energy cord. 100%. And I want you to acknowledge that. I want you to realize that. I want you to be able to see that with me, right? The cards are telling you you have the ability to take control in this situation, but you're honestly feeding it a lot. And that's not something you need to be doing. You could not be doing that. You should not be doing that. So I want you to acknowledge you have the ability to gain power in the situation. You have the ability to make this person want you, desire you. And how do you do that? By realizing that you can give yourself the emotional availability they were never able to give you. Okay, and I specifically want you to acknowledge that. I specifically want you to see that, right? And let them stay obsessed. Let them stay lost. Because right now, I definitely feel like they're in some sort of toxic cycle or some sort of toxic repetition, right? And make sure they watch. Make sure they fucking watch. Make sure you better yourself to the point where they know for a fact that you are a little bit too good and out of their league, and they fucking stay watching. And I specifically want you to know that. I specifically want you to acknowledge that. So the cards are telling you, hey, it's time to really switch up the fucking role. And instead of you thinking about them, instead of you obsessing over them, put yourself in a position where you will obsess with yourself and put it in the back of your mind. You will always be obsessed with me because I'm the best thing you could have ever fucking got, you lazy, icky thing. And let things crumble under their feet. Okay? Cuídense mucho.